How to get your first gig as a DJ. I'm gonna tell you guys the story of what I did to get my first gig, and then I'm gonna give you advice on exactly what to do to get your first gig. So I knew I wanted to DJ at bars and clubs, but I had no experience under my belt. I had no gigs, I had no mixes, I had nothing. So what I ended up doing was walking into every single bar, every single club. I'd ask to see the manager, and then basically I would pitch myself and ask them to give me a gig. Now, everyone said no. Everyone said no. But the key was being persistent. In my college town, we have like a strip of like bars and clubs and stuff. It's called Northgate. So like I went to every single spot on Northgate every Thursday, Friday, Saturday night, and I asked to see the manager and I would ask them to book me. I did this every single weekend until finally one manager said yes. And once one bar finally said yes, the floodgates opened. Because all I really needed was one gig, right? Like if I went to bar number 1 and I got booked, then I would immediately go to bar number 2, say, hey, listen, I got booked at bar number 1. Y'all should hire me. And I kept repeating this process every single weekend. I ended up playing 2 to 3 times a weekend. And I ended up doing this for like under 3 months. I played about 23 shows. That's what made me realize like you just have to keep shooting your shot. You have to keep going. You have to keep getting used to being rejected. So with my experience, here's my advice to you to get your first gig. My number 1 advice to you would be to DJ at parties, whether that's birthday parties, grad parties, throw your own pop-ups, whatever it is you can get out there, get the experience of playing in front of people. That's gonna help you tremendously. Find a reason to DJ in public. If not, create a reason to DJ in public by throwing your own pop-up, and then get content. Have your friends take photos. Take photos of yourself. Record yourself DJing. You have to be proactive. This is what's going to give bars and clubs a reason to hire you to DJ at their spot. My second piece of advice, don't stop asking. There were some bars that I would text every single weekend until I finally got booked. I got rejected for months until they finally said yes down the line. It took months of rejection, but I kept going. If you really want to do this, you have to get used to hearing no. Develop tough skin, hit them up next week, and then next week, and then next week, and then you get booked, and then you hit them up next week again. Third and final piece of advice, make mixes. Find songs that you really love to play and listen to. Find your sound, find your niche. Once you do all those things and make a mix, you can send that mix to bar managers and club owners, and then they can get a better understanding of what it's going to sound like when you play at their venue. If you want to get booked, you have to get out there. If you want to hear the story of my first gig, or if you want me to answer any other music related questions, comment them below and I'll make sure to answer them.